calculations with imaginary numbers? Imaginary numbers? What are imaginary numbers? Today our teacher taught us about the imaginary numbers. We can understand imaginary numbers with the help of complex numbers. Oh, and what are complex numbers? A complex number is a number consisting of a real part and an imaginary part. Do you want to know about complex numbers? Yes. Please tell me. Okay, come I'll tell you in detail.
Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define complex numbers, explain algebra of complex numbers, explain power of iota, explain square root of negative real numbers, learn identities of complex numbers, write the conjugate and modulus of complex number. Understand complex numbers. A complex number is a combination of a real number and an imaginary number. Real numbers are just numbers like 1, 12.38, minus 0.54, 3 by 4, square root 2. Imaginary numbers are special because when squared, they give a negative result. The unit imaginary number is I, that is iota, which is the square root of minus 1. A plus b iota is a complex number, combination of real number and imaginary number. Examples are 1 plus iota, 39 plus 3 iota, minus 2 plus pi iota, square root 2 plus iota by 2. Algebra of complex numbers. Addition. Addition of two complex numbers a plus b iota and c plus d iota is defined as a plus b iota plus c plus d iota is equal to a plus c plus b plus d iota. This is similar to grouping like terms. Real parts are added to real parts and imaginary parts are added to imaginary parts. Properties for the addition of complex numbers. The sum of two complex numbers is a complex number. This property is called closure law. Complex addition is commutative. For any two complex numbers, z1 and z2, z1 plus z2 is equal to z2 plus z1. Complex addition is associative. For any three complex numbers, z1, z2, z3, z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3. Inverse for complex addition. Each element z is equal to x plus iota y of the set of complex numbers has an inverse element. Minus z is equal to minus x minus iota y. Algebra of complex numbers. Difference. The difference of two complex numbers z1 and z2 is z1 minus z2 is equal to z1 plus minus z2. For example, 4 plus 2 iota minus 7 minus iota is equal to 4 plus 2 iota plus minus 7 plus iota is equal to minus 3 plus 3 iota. Similarly, 6 minus iota minus 4 plus 2 iota is equal to 6 minus iota plus minus 4 minus 2 iota is equal to 2 minus 3 iota. Assessment. Before proceeding further, let us know how much you have learned. Fill in the blanks. Very good. Very good. Algebra of complex numbers. Multiplication. The multiplication of two complex numbers z1 and z2 is AC minus BD